Good afternoon and welcome back to Twin Pine Auto Group. My name is Seth Burkholder and today we're looking at the 2011 Ford Edge Sport. This is one of my vehicles that I'm partial to. I like the styling of it, and I think they really hit it right with the 22-inch wheels on there. This particular one has 29,000 miles and the selling price is $26,900. So we're going to take a closer look at this car. I really want to kind of take a little bit of time and get around the vehicle. You can see those nice huge 22-inch wheels on it to give it that instant sport look and differentiate it from just about any of the other models out there. So the Sport definitely does have a very particular look, which is the majority of the package is going to be cosmetic. Now as we look at it from the back, we do have the dual exhaust as well. You can see the lower fairing is very sported up in the rear. And then I'm going to go ahead and open here. You do have the full donut spare in here, as well as a lot of storage room. It seems like in the newer SUVs they are finding that extra space that was just not usable before and making it nice and usable. You can see we have the subwoofer in the back here also. Neat feature that came with these Edges, and it is going to be on all the models, is the simple fold down seats. So all you need to do is simply touch a button and they're going to flip right down for you. Nice and easy there. So they are manual up. This particular model does have the rear gate closing there as well. We're going to come around the left side just so you can see the lines down through. At Twin Pine, we are going to have very nice vehicles here. You're not going to see a lot of dings and dents all over them. We do buy quality vehicles here. Now you can see the other huge difference is the front end. Everything's blacked out with the grille, and you can see one of my favorite touches is the vertical LEDs on the side. Also on the side you have the lower trim around the bottom of the car that also sets it apart with the trim level of the Sport. This one does come with the large panoramic moonroof. We're going to take a quick look in the rear seat for the passengers back here. Very nice seating, and this one does come with the all-weather mats as well. You can see you have the vents in the back here too for comfort. Another charging port down below, and everything's nice, easy access for the rear seat. Now going to the front seat, this one does have the smart key. I'm just going to show you real quick here. You pretty much got everything you need on there. For the trunk, you can open that, and this does have the remote start as well. Simply do what the button says there, press it twice, and the car will jump to life for you. Now you do have to have it locked up in order for it to pop on there. As we go inside, now when you get in, all your functions are not yet on, so that will just hitting the start button will let you start everything up. In the cabin here is where we're going to spend most of our time looking at the car, because for the front seat passenger and also the driver, the features are just phenomenal in here. So you can see you have your same power features you would expect in all vehicles, your windows, doors, mirrors. On the dashboard here, you'll see it does have the auto or daytime running headlights. It also has your fog lights as well. This is to control the interior lights, and for your dash lights, turning them up and down, and also just a quick press for your full interior lamps. Memory seating 1 and 2 there, as well as your trunk opener also. Now this does have tilt and telescoping wheel. I'm going to see if I can just put it in so you can see the difference here. So you can bring it out, put it in, up, down. Once you have it where you like it, go ahead and lock it into place. You'll notice there's actually two what I call thumb pads on the Ford Edge here, and the left one is going to control the left part of the dash up here, and you're able to customize it in many different ways. Look at different things while you're driving here, and there's just a wealth of customization menus throughout. So You'll use that to change any type of the settings on the left side of your dashboard, and then you have your cruise control just below. Now in the center, just as sporty as they could be, they put that big speedometer right in there, and you can supply the tack on the left-hand side with your options as well. Now this pad on the right, this is going to control my infotainment system. So everybody calls it something a little different in their vehicles. This one has a 4-square setup, which we're going to get to in just a moment. As you can see, like I said, I do have the thumb pad here to select what I see on this side of the screen. So I can go through climate, phone, entertainment, everything that's set up on my 4-square I have available over on my dashboard as well. So you can see, you can check all the individual stats there, and set it up again in many different ways, so that you can make your life a little bit easier while you're on the road. Everything's geared towards you keeping your eyes on the road, so if you can do just keep your hands on the steering wheel, you've got half the battle done. You can see you also have the buttons for the radio controls for seeking, for turning the volume up and down, and then you also have Microsoft Sync here, which allows you to answer phone calls, use voice commands, and a wealth of other features as well. So getting back to the 4-square feature, you can see you have entertainment, phone, navigation, and climate. So if you want one of these to take over the full screen, simply press on the button and you've got the whole thing on there. So same thing with the navigation. We can go right to that menu, and that brings that right up. Also the climate, so that would bring it up on the main screen as well. You can see you do have the heated seats on here also, and again, a number of different customizable settings on there. As we move down the center console, you can see we have what I would call a gloss piano black on here, and soft touch buttons. So it's going to feel very similar to touching a smartphone to hit the buttons, turning them on and off. You can see how easy it is to select those. So even though it's not a typical button, it works just the same. The big knob in the center is going to be your volume control, as well as changing tracks, tuning up and down. And then you can see you have your fan controls and also temperature control at the bottom. This is going to work very well for your dual climate control, where the passenger and the driver can have different settings for how warm or cold they are. Last thing we're going to look at is the center console here. You can see you have quite a few plugins. You can actually plug in a gaming system here to be played on this screen. There is some holdbacks for sure. It's not going to be something that you can do while you're driving. For safety's sake, the car has to be in park with the emergency brake on. You're going to have a slot for your SD card, which drives the navigation. And then we also have USB inputs over here on the right. And that could be either for charging, plugging in a memory stick, using it as a jukebox, which is something that this radio does let you do as well. Going back out of there, just taking a quick look around the interior here. They did use all very nice materials throughout. Everything looks very sleek, streamlined, very modern. And one of the biggest draws to this car is actually the roof. So a normal moonroof might give you about 2 feet of openness. This one is literally the whole front area is one part of the moonroof. Now I have another as well, right behind it, and that one's just going to be an open window. It's not going to have the ability to open to the outside air. Now, if I want a little bit cooler cabin, it is tinted up top, but we also have a cover that extends all the way closed, so it just acts like a normal ceiling. I'm going to take one last look at the exterior of the car. Thank you for your time, and if you have questions on this or any other calls, simply call Seth at 717-733-6548